Good afternoon, everyone. So the question I'm asking today is, how did this adorable little kid who was scared of her own shadow, who hid behind her mother's skirts, and actually her mother sent her to nursery school when most kids didn't go because she was so nervous that I would not speak to anyone when school started, when kindergarten started. So how did I go from there, and how can you go from there to here, where you can be known as the master connector, where people want to talk to you, where you can get up on stages and actually speak to people, and where you can network. But I'm going to say what caused the switch for me. The switch for me was that I always find the back door to things. So there was an open seat in high school in our student council. And I knew it was going to be easier to run for that seat than the full seat. And boy, was I shocked. I was actually elected, which gave me a confidence that I never had before and sent me on a trajectory that can be used for you too. I'm here to tell you that I'm Pam Lippitt of Pamela Lippitt Communications, and I help you figure out the best way for you to communicate and not network with other people. Because I think networking is broken. I use the SPARK method that I created to talk about creating trusted, confident colleagues that will last through your whole business career, as opposed to that pile of business cards you bring home that you can't even remember who those people are. I have some tricks for that too that I'll go into later. But how do you turn that into the one-off meeting on Zoom, the coffee meeting? Oh, look, and Brenda and I sitting across from each other. So the S in SPARK is for start with intention. Figure out what you consider success. I have to tell you, the hardest 20 minutes for me in the world is from when I get in my car till I walk in the door of a networking program or a program where I'm not going to know a lot of people. But I set my own success. For me, success is 3 qualified new connections. I don't need a boatload of business cards to carry home and throw out 6 months later. I need 3 connections. I like to see 2 or 3 people that I know in the room, but my secret sauce is that I love making connections between other people. And I will often say, as we're talking, oh, you know what? But so-and-so is here. I want to connect you to them. But here's really the secret, folks. I then give myself permission to leave. I have succeeded. I have figured out mine. Now, yours may be very different, but you can give yourself permission to succeed and permission to leave. I have to tell you, I almost never leave, but I can. And just knowing I can is the best thing in the world. The P is for prepare in advance. Know if you're going to a great big program or a small round table conversation, and figure out how you're going to introduce yourself based on that. Have those factoids in your head already that you want to share. So when it's time to share information, you're not and figuring out about yourself. You know about yourself. Think about it. And then A, align your message. Instead of thinking about why you want to connect with people, flip the switch. Flip the script. Think about why people want to connect with you. Are you interesting? Do you know other people they may want to know and they're going to use you, but you're going to use, it's going to be a beneficial relationship. So don't worry about that. The R is for respect the conversation. I never walk into a situation where 2 people are standing and talking at a program. They may be catching up. It may be a personal conversation. You don't know, but you don't want to walk in. Look for a circle of people. That's the best place to add in. And I see heads nodding in the room, so I know it's making sense to you. And finally, keep it clear. Always introduce yourself with your name. I'm sure I have said this to people in this room tonight. Tell me your name 3 times and I will always remember it. That first and second time, there's just too many people. But if you tell me your name 3 times, and I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to ask you for it 3 times. Instead of that, I always introduce myself with my name first, especially if there's a third person who forgot your name, and then it just becomes embarrassing. I also want to say, you need to be in the room where it happens. That is key. It's so easy to stay home, folks. Trust me, I'm the best one at staying home. You gotta be in the room where it happens. So that's the secret that I've developed for myself and that I now share with other people. So it's now time to ignite your spark. Thank you very much. And then these are just a couple little quotes I like.